Hey, so how did the interview go this morning? You said it was at 10, right? I've been thinking about it all day. Did it go okay?
Oh, yeah, about that. I didn't go.
Excuse me? What do you mean you didn't go?
I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. Slept in a little, made some ramen, played a few hours of GTA, chilled.
Alec, are you actually being serious right now? You had one thing to do today. One! You were supposed to get up, go to that interview, and take a single step toward getting your life back on track.
Mindy, relax. It's not like the world's ending. You act like I've committed some kind of crime. I didn't feel like pretending to care about some boring office job, okay?
Oh my God, Alec, do you even hear yourself? You quit your job 3 months ago without warning. You didn't talk to me about it, you didn't have a backup plan, and since then you've done nothing.
You're being so extra right now. I mean, seriously, why are you freaking out? You make enough money to keep us afloat. We're not starving. What's the rush? I needed a break.
A break? Alec, this isn't a vacation. You've been sitting on the couch in your boxers every day for weeks. I'm working 10-hour shifts just so we can make rent while you lounge around watching YouTube and ordering takeout.
Okay, wow. Now you're just being dramatic. You're talking like I've done something terrible. So I've had a little downtime. Big deal. I deserve it. I've worked before.
Alec, you lasted 4 months at that last job and quit because they expected you to be at your desk by 9. That's not a job. That's adulthood. And right now, I feel like I'm raising a third child instead of having a husband.
Do you even hear how naggy you sound right now? Seriously, Mindy, you need to calm down. Take a breath or something. You're always so tense lately.
I'm tense because I'm doing everything. I clean, I pay the bills, I feed us, I get up before sunrise, and I come home to find dirty dishes and you bragging about how many headshots you got. I'm so done with this.
You're making way too big a deal out of this. I said I'd look eventually. I just didn't want to today. That's allowed, People can take days off.
Alec, you've got 90 days off. That's a quarter of a year. That's not a breather. That's willful laziness. I didn't sign up to be your ATM, your maid, or your babysitter. I signed up to be your partner.
Okay, jeez. I get it, all right? You're mad, but yelling at me isn't gonna help anything.
No, but maybe holding you accountable will. I'm heading back to work now. I have a deadline I need to meet. And when I come home tonight, you'd better be scrolling the classifieds all afternoon. No more excuses. I mean it.
Mindy, you are not gonna believe this!
What now? Did you finally clean the sink or something?
No, way better! I just won the freaking lottery!
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Are you messing with me right now?
I'm not joking! I'm looking at the ticket right now. I checked the numbers online and they match! Every single one! I've checked like 5 times just to be sure!
Are you serious? Alec, don't mess with me. You better not be pulling one of your stupid pranks.
This is real, Mindy. This is actually happening. I haven't sat down in 30 minutes. I've been pacing the kitchen and yelling into my phone. I feel like I'm going to explode.
Okay, slow down. You really won? How much?
$1 million. We're rich, baby. Pack your bags. We're going on vacation. We're getting new furniture. I'm getting a hot tub and a snow cone machine. And a set of surround sound speakers that'll make our walls shake. And maybe a pool table and a karaoke bar and...
Alec, please, just breathe. We need to be smart about this. First of all, after taxes, we won't get the full $1 million. Second, we don't know how many people you'll owe money to.
Mindy, stop! Just stop! You are totally ruining this moment! Why do you always have to be like this? We just became millionaires and you're already worried about taxes?
Because I'm being realistic. This doesn't mean we suddenly don't have to think anymore. We still need to make careful choices or it could all disappear.
Careful choices? Girl, I've been making careful choices for years while being broke. I am done with that life. We don't need to be careful. We need to enjoy this. I'm never going back to job hunting again. I'm telling you right now, Mindy, this is it. This is the dream. No more early alarms, no more interviews, no more bosses breathing down my neck. I'm gonna wake up whenever I want, eat steak for breakfast, and live like a king!
Alec, that's not how it works. You don't just win once and become royalty forever. $1 million isn't some endless bank vault. It runs out, especially if you're blowing it on garbage.
You're unbelievable. You are literally the only person who could take this amazing news and turn it into a lecture. Why do you always have to ruin things?
Because someone around here has to be an adult. Do you even hear yourself right now? You haven't worked in months. You've spent the last few decades arguing about whether Pop-Tarts count as a meal. And now you think you've been crowned king because of a ticket?
I have been crowned. I deserve this, Mindy. I've been waiting for a break like this for years, and I am not letting you guilt trip me out of enjoying it.
I'm not guilt tripping you. I'm trying to protect us. You don't know how many people lose everything after winning the lottery because they go nuts like this.
Oh, please, that's just stuff you hear on TV. That's not gonna happen to me. I'm smarter than that.
Alec, you thought Bitcoin was a kind of vacuum cleaner. You need a job. Even if we have money, you need purpose. You need structure. You need something.
I need you to stop talking. That's what I need. You know what, Mindy? Maybe this is why I don't want to share it with you at all.
What did you just say?
The only thing you've contributed to this moment is negativity and nagging. Actually, no, that's not true. You helped me win.
What the hell are you talking about?
I used your birthday to pick the numbers. That's how I won.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, I sure did, so thanks, I guess. That's your contribution. Now, I want a divorce.
Wait, what? A divorce? You're divorcing me because I told you to be careful with your lottery money? That's it? That's the line in the sand?
You're always like this, Mindy. Always nagging, always lecturing. I finally have a chance to live the way I want, and you can't stand it. You want me to get a job? No, thank you. I'm free now, and I don't need a ball and chain dragging me down.
Alex, you selfish, immature, pathetic excuse for a man. I have carried us for years while you sat back and played victim. I begged you to step up. I hoped, prayed you'd grow into someone I could count on. But the second you think you're rich, you toss me aside like trash?
Calm down. I'm not heartless. I'll let you keep our savings, all 50 grand. That should cover your rent or whatever. I won't need it anymore.
Are you sure? Because I want you to really think about this. You're giving up everything we built for some numbers on a slip of paper. You're positive this is what you want?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I'm done. I'm rich. I'm free. And I don't need a lecture every time I open my mouth. Go be bitter somewhere else.
Fine. You want your freedom? You've got it. I'm leaving. Not because I'm bitter, but because I've finally realized I need to protect myself. From you.
That's right. Walk away like a sore loser. Go on then. I'll be here, living the high life. Hey, just got home. Why is all your stuff gone?
Wow, that took longer than I thought. Thought you'd noticed the empty closet yesterday. I moved out. The divorce finalized this morning. You got what you wanted, remember?
Wait! What, it's done? Like, officially?
Yes, signed, stamped, filed. You're a single man now, free to sleep in, waste money, and ruin your life in peace.
Guess that means you cleaned out the savings too, huh?
Sure did. You offered, remember? You can have all 50 grand, Mindy. That's what you said. I even have the text. Don't worry, I put it somewhere responsible.
Nice. Whatever, doesn't matter now. I'm still sitting on $1 million ticket. That 50 grand is peanuts.
Right, millionaire mindset and all. So, did you actually turn in the ticket yet?
Nah, not yet. I've still got it in my wallet. I didn't feel like going downtown. I'll go sometime this week.
Uh-huh. Well, hey, best of luck with that. Just do me one last favor, okay? Double check the numbers carefully before you go celebrating too hard. Oh no.
Mindy! You need to answer me right now. This is an emergency. I just got back from the lottery office. I had the ticket. I handed it to the guy, and he told me it was off. Off by one number. That doesn't make any sense. I double-checked it. I knew it was a match.
Oh, please don't tell me you seriously went down there without checking it again.
I did check it again like 3 times before I left, but something's wrong. I think maybe you switched the ticket.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Did you just accuse me of stealing your lottery ticket?
I don't know. It's the only thing that makes sense. You were the only other person who knew about the numbers, and you were mad I wanted a divorce. So maybe you...
Alec, let me stop you right there. You carried that ticket around in your underwear. You brought it to the shower in a plastic bag. You kept it in your wallet while you were sleeping, and you even took it to the bathroom with you. I couldn't have touched that ticket if I wanted to.
Okay, fine. Maybe you didn't switch it, but something's still off. The numbers, I swear they were right. I picked them based on your birthday.
Which you have never remembered correctly in your entire life, and now it's cost you your imaginary riches. What number were you off by, Alec? Which one?
It was 1 digit, just 1. The 5th number. I wrote down 14 instead of 16. I must have gotten it wrong when I filled out the ticket.
You filled it out wrong because you don't know my birthday. Alec, that's actually tragic. 6 years of marriage and you gambled our entire future on your vague impression of my birth date?
Wow. I thought I had it right. I was so sure. I told people. I made plans. I even put a deposit down on a custom hot tub.
Wow, you really leaned into the delusion, didn't you? Did you even try to be responsible, or did you just start spending before the ink was dry?
I thought I was gonna be rich, Mindy. I thought I finally made it. I needed this. I needed a break.
A break from what? From not working? From sitting around all day doing nothing while I paid the bills? You haven't had a job in months, Alec. The only thing you needed a break from was basic effort.
Come on, please. I really need your help. You can give me some of the savings money, right? Just like 10 grand? 15?
You mean the money you gave me in the divorce? The money you insisted you didn't need because you were going to be a millionaire? You literally said, take it all. I won't need it where I'm going.
I was wrong, okay? I was stupid, but I didn't think I'd actually need it. I thought the lottery ticket was going to solve everything.
And now you expect me to bail you out after everything? No, absolutely not. That ship has sailed. And it was packed with your idiotic purchases and your terrible judgment.
I'm not asking for all of it, just enough to get me through. Please, Mindy, I already lost the truck. They're repossessing it next week.
Wait, what? You paid in full? How is it getting repossessed?
I didn't actually pay in full. I put 10 grand down and financed the rest. They're calling it back because I defaulted. I thought I could pay it off with the winnings. I swear I thought I had it.
Unbelievable. You spent all your personal savings, gave me the rest in the divorce, and still financed a truck you couldn't afford? All based on numbers you got wrong?
What do I do now? I'm broke. I don't have a job. I don't even have a bed anymore. I sold it to make rent.
You figure it out, Alec. You're a grown man. You wanted freedom, you got it. Now you get to learn how expensive freedom is.
I still can't wrap my head around it. I was so sure, Mindy. I had that ticket in my hand. I checked it over and over again. One number, one stupid number, and everything fell apart.
You know what's actually kind of funny, Alec? You weren't completely wrong. You were close.
What's that supposed to mean?
The winning numbers, they weren't just similar to my birthday. They were my exact birthday, month, day, and year, down to the last digit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I picked your birthday. I just got one digit off. I thought it was the 14th. I must have gotten it mixed up, but someone out there got it right. That's crazy. Someone actually picked your birthday numbers and won the lottery. I wonder who it was.
Well, that would be me. I won, Alec. I bought a ticket a few days before the drawing. Same numbers I've been playing every year since I turned 18. And this time, they hit.
Wait, what? You're saying you won the lottery? You have the winning ticket? That's not possible. That can't be real.
Oh, it's real. Very real. I didn't even realize it until later that evening. I was still at work, up to my neck in reports. Then you started texting me, ranting about how you'd picked the numbers based on my birthday. That gave me this weird gut feeling, so I opened the app and checked. And there it was. My ticket, my numbers, my win.
You've got to be kidding me. You're going to be rich. You actually won? While I've been sitting here thinking I did? This is insane. You don't need that $50,000 from me. You were sitting on a winning ticket the whole time. Why would you take all of it if you knew you were about to be rich?
Because that money wasn't about need, Alec. It was about justice. I took it because it was the only consequence you were ever going to feel. You walked around this house like you were the king of the world the moment you thought you were rich. You mocked me. You tossed me aside. You told me to get lost like I was baggage.
Yeah, because I thought I didn't need you anymore. But you knew you were the one with the real winning ticket, and you still let me go through all that humiliation? That's cruel!
No, Alec, what you did was cruel. What I did was fair. You wanted to start over with your imaginary millions and your shiny new truck? Fine. But you weren't going to take the easy way out. Not this time.
That 50 grand was everything I had left. You knew that! And you still took it just to get back at me?
It wasn't revenge, Alec. It was a lesson. A very expensive, very painful, necessary lesson. You can't coast through life leeching off other people, treating them like garbage the second you think you've upgraded. Actions have consequences. You just never expected yours to show up with a dollar sign.
I just don't get it. I thought we were finally done with each other. I thought we were clean. Why do you still hate me this much?
Hate you? No, Alec, I don't hate you. I just don't think you ever realized how much I knew.
What does that mean?
You really thought I didn't notice? All those days you couldn't make it to interviews when the house still smelled like someone else's perfume hours later? The unfamiliar hairs on the pillows, the wine missing from the cabinet?
Mindy!
You brought her into our house, Alec, while I was out working 12-hour shifts to keep the lights on.
I didn't think you knew! It was stupid! It didn't mean anything!
She's married, Alec, just like you were. And her husband? He wasn't thrilled to find out.
Wait! What do you mean? What did you do?
I told him. I sent him screenshots, dates, times, photos, everything he needed to know.
No, Mindy, please! You don't understand. He's the kind of guy who doesn't let things go. He's not gonna just get mad and move on.
That sounds like a you problem. Maybe next time think twice before you cheat, especially under my roof.
Mindy, please! You can't just leave me like this. I'm broke! I've lost everything. I don't even feel safe right now. You have no idea what kind of man her husband is.
I didn't have to know. I just had to be honest. What he does with that truth, that's up to him.
You don't get it! He called me already. He knows! He sounded calm, but I could hear it in his voice. That kind of calm, it's not good. I don't even want to go home. I don't know what he's going to do to me.
Then maybe you should have kept your pants on. Actions, consequences. It's a simple formula. You just never learned it.
Mindy, I'm begging you. Just talk to him. Tell him it was a mistake, that it wasn't serious. I'll apologize. I'll do anything. Please just fix this.
I'm not fixing anything, Alec. You broke it. You live with it. Just like I lived with your lies, your laziness, your infidelity. You don't get to fall apart in front of me now and expect sympathy.
I'll pay you back. I'll work. I'll do anything. Just give me a chance to make things right.
You had so many chances. You used every one of them to hurt me. So no, Alec, I'm done giving you anything. This is the part where I walk away, and you get to sit in everything you made for yourself.
Mindy, please, just...
Goodbye, Alec. Forever. It didn't take long for everything to come crashing down around Alec. Turns out he wasn't just sleeping with someone else's wife, he was also the father of 2 of her kids. Her husband sued him for alienation of affection and her for fraud. She had known all along the kids were Alec's and still made the poor guy raise them. The court didn't take that lightly. Alec and his mistress ended up marrying, if you can call it that. It's more like clinging to each other while the legal bills drowned them. The settlement wiped them out. Alec had to sell that shiny new truck of his for less than half of what he paid. Poetic, really. As for me, I cashed in my ticket, moved somewhere sunny, and started fresh. His drama isn't my problem anymore. Never was, really. I just finally stopped cleaning it up.
Adriana, are you there? This is your old friend Abigail. Long time no see.
Huh? Abigail? I guess I forgot to block your number, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Bye-bye.
Now, hold your horses there, Adriana. Are you actually still upset at me for everything that happened 8 years ago? And on an even more serious note, do you still have things going on with your ex-boyfriend that I stole from you back then? Gross! That guy was from all the way back in high school, Adriana. But I guess those were the best years of your life, huh? It's sad to think about, really.
That's not it at all. I'm just upset still by the fact that you stole my ex-boyfriend back in the day, but neither of you told me until senior year, and then when I found out, he left me for you. So why would I have any interest in that guy after what you both did to me?
Oh, right. Well, whatever then, I guess. And anyway, right now what I've come to talk about has nothing to do with that drama.
And what's that?
I heard that you're married now.
And what about that?
Well, it just so happens that something went on at the class reunion from half a year ago.
And? How does the class reunion have anything to do with the fact that I'm married?
Your husband came to that class reunion.
Really?
Well, at the time, I had heard that the 2 of you were married while he was there, and I just wanted to let you know that I might have to steal another man from you. And at the time, I wasn't able to find you anywhere at the reunion to tell you. But I guess it's already too late, because everything went exactly as I said.
So that class reunion and me being married, what do they have to do with one another?
So I'm saying your husband is now my man to keep.
No. Because my husband has never gone to any class reunions. And even if he did, he wasn't even in the same class as us, so he would have never been invited to the event in the first place.
Wait, are you starting to freak out already? I'm sure realizing that I have now stolen 2 men from you in your lifetime is a pretty hard fact to swallow, but come on, you shouldn't lie to me about where he's been.
I'm not lying, though.
All right. Then I guess I'll get all my facts straight and show you that you're lying. I know that at the event I took your 7 figures a year man and brought him back home with me for the night. So I really am sorry for stealing your man again.
A salary of 7 figures?
I'd really like it if you guys would hurry up and get divorced, please and thank you.
I'm still confused by who you're talking about right now.
All right, I've already told you everything you need to know. See ya.
Wait a sec. Abigail?
I'm back again, Adriana. This is the gal that is having a very romantic relationship with your husband, Abigail.
What?
I can't believe how amazing a man your husband really is. It's already awesome having his income of 7 figures, but the way our love matches each other so well, it must mean that we've been destined to be with each other forever. So I think it's about time for you to divorce him and leave him for me.
That's why I said this before. My husband was not in the same class as us. Whoever you're talking about right now has nothing to do with me, and is for sure not my husband. Who even is the guy you're on about?
You already know his name, so I'm not going to go through the trouble of saying it for you.
Well, if you don't tell me who he is, then this conversation is going to go nowhere.
Well, if I have to. His name is James. James!
James? I don't really know who that is. Well, I guess there was one guy named James in our class, but to be honest, I can't even remember what his face looked like.
Oh? Are you going to try and act dumb for me now? There's no way a wife would ever be forgetting her husband's name like that.
Well, that's why I'm saying that I don't know who that guy is, Abigail. My husband does not have that name, okay?
Fine, then why don't you tell me your husband's name then?
Well, even if I tell you, you won't know who he is.
Ah, so you're too afraid to tell me. So in other words, your husband is James.
Fine, I'll tell you. My husband's name is Leo.
Leo? Really? Leo?
Yeah, that's my husband's name. And I'm sure you don't know who he is, right?
Hold on, Adriana. I think I see what you're doing here.
And what do you think I'm trying?
I get it. I'll play along and believe you. Man, this is so crazy after all.
Abigail?
Well, if you're just going to keep playing dumb and lying to me, I'll have to change my tactics and find a different way to get him out of your hands.
Tactics?
Well, I'm going to get going now. See you again. I'm back again, Adriana. I've finally come to tell you that this is my last time saying this, but your husband is all mine. I know that last time I asked you for your husband's name, right? And I know that I didn't make any mistakes about who he really is. Well, it did take me a little time to do my research, but I even found out that he will be making $1.2 million this year. So you really must be pretty afraid of letting go of him now, huh?
A salary of $1.2 million next year? I'm still a little lost on who you're talking about this time. James?
Really? Well, because you told me the name of your husband, I actually left that James guy and came after Leo instead.
No, my husband does not make that kind of money in a year.
Wait, are you saying he makes even more than that? Awesome, that's even better for me.
That's not really what I meant by that.
James was a great guy and all, but his older brother Leon bringing in so much money makes him way better.
Leon?
I made sure to change my target to him so that I'd be stealing your husband.
Well, Abigail, that guy is also not my husband.
Excuse me?
Well, my husband is from Italy, and he has no brothers, and his name is just Leo.
What?
So I think you misheard me or something and took that for Leon. I guess I should have been a bit more forward that his name was just Leo and it wasn't just a nickname.
Wait, huh?
And because of the way you've been mistaking these men for my husband, I had to ask a high school friend about all of this.
That James guy's wife is actually Adrian, and yes, she was going to the same high school as us, but she didn't come there until junior year and wasn't even in our class either.
What? Adrian?
She just moved back to her hometown 4 years ago and then 2 years later married James.
What?
I'm sure that you'd been confused by that too, and so I have to ask, did you really mishear her name and think that you were looking for Adriana instead of Adrian? Because it's a stretch, but I can see how you got confused by our names. This was all based off of what my friend told me, but what do you think? Seems that things are starting to all come together now, huh?
Well, when I heard that James's wife's name started with an A, I thought it was you again.
I see. Well, I know that you didn't ask for me to tell you any of this, but just to be sure, my husband is actually from Italy and has been living in America for a while now. So that's why I was saying there's no way he'd have been invited to a class reunion here in the States. And there would definitely be no way that he'd know who you are and you him.
Well, that doesn't matter. I'll start going after Leo for real now.
What?
Up until now, I've been holding back all this time, and it seems everyone has been making me feel stupid. And after stealing your ex-boyfriend back in the day, I have had the drive to come back and steal more from you. If I can't get your husband as my own, then I'll never be satisfied.
Are you a freaking idiot, Abigail?
What?
Have you ever heard of the words court and settlement?
What? Why are you bringing that all up?
Well, the 2 guys that you've been messing with, James and Leon, well, both of them have wives right now.
And so what? I don't care. It's not my fault that I'm the most sexy and amazing girl around that is able to get any guy she wants to like her and sleep with her.
But that has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
What?
Even if you are able to get either Leon or James to be with you, doesn't change the fact that you go around stealing different men from their wives, but you are the worst of the worst when it comes to women. I mean, you even just bragged about sleeping around with different men that you stole away from their own family.
And?
Well, I'm just saying that you are worse than a woman, even worse than most witches and crap.
What are you getting at?
I think you're in the position to receive a whole lot of complaints from a whole lot of women, and soon to follow a whole lot of settlements that you'll have to pay up. Listen, what you've been doing recently has been a whole lot of really bad crap. And what's even worse is both of those men were mistakes while you were trying to find my husband. You really are a dunce, Abigail. That's really all you are.
What's this all about? You're just pissed because the girl that stole your man years ago is back for more and you can't stop her.
I told you before that I'm not upset about you having the ability to take other people's partners, especially over the stuff that happened then. I'm more just troubled by the fact that you think this is all okay, and that now you're going after married couples like that's the same as just stealing an unmarried couple's man.
You need to shut up a little. All this talk about me being in the wrong is really going to rile me up.
Are you serious? I just told you all of these things, and yet you still don't see how deep of a hole you dug yourself?
Me? I'm in no hole.
You literally just had an affair with 2 married men. If their wives find out, you will be screwed by a lot of settlements. You have to understand that that's not a good thing, right?
Oh, I see. Well, those 2 wealthy men will already be there, ready to pay for whatever I owe.
No, I don't think so. I think that those 2 have already lost their jobs and the money they said they'd be making.
Huh? They were fired?
Well, I heard that both Leon and James were working for Adrian's father's company, but he will find out about the 2 of them cheating with you, so...
He will?
Yeah, well, he already has, actually. I told you that I'd be telling all of them about this, didn't I? Well, I told both of their wives just a second ago while we've been texting.
You're kidding.
And we even talked about how the 2 of them were about to open their own businesses linked to the company their dad owns. But since you were so focused on trying to steal my husband, you didn't stop to think about the harm that all of your stupid games caused for everyone.
Stupid games?
I guess it was also those husbands' faults as well for going out with you, so maybe this was all just a little too unstable to begin with, their relationships. But maybe they'll come to marry you after having lost everything. But that would mean that you'd have to choose between one or the other.
Right now, I'm coming over to your house.
Huh? Right now?
You told me that your husband Leo is a foreigner, right? That'll be even better than either of those 2 jobless losers. So I'm coming over to your place right now to steal that man of yours. So tell me your address. Do you need to go see a doctor or something? I swear there is something seriously wrong with your brain right now. What? Well, even if you did have my address somehow, I'm not even in America at the moment. About a year ago, Leo had finished his business agreement working for a company over here in the US, but since that ended, we both moved back over to his hometown in Italy. Italy? And so now that you'll be all caught up in the court system trying to pay off all those soon-to-be-made settlements, I doubt you'll have the time or money to make your way over here.
How much will those settlements be, you think?
Well, at least over 100,000 total, and that's if they go easy on you.
$100,000?
Did you seriously not think about how much people can ask for when going against the person that ruined their relationships?
I just thought 300 to 400 or so.
Man, you were way off, huh? Well, this is what you asked for by going after two brothers that worked together under the company of their wife's father.
But then they shouldn't need this kind of money from me, and I don't have nearly enough.
Well, that's not going to be my problem now, is it? And to think, you were so confident in your skills of being able to steal other women's husbands that this simple punishment for those crimes went right over your head. But soon you'll understand just how many people you hurt and what has been coming for you for a long time now. It didn't take long for Abigail to realize the full weight of what she'd done. After our conversation, both brothers she had affairs with confronted her, furious at how she'd ruined their lives. Their wives weren't just angry, they were ready for war. Legal notices soon piled up, each one demanding massive settlements. But that was only the beginning. Word spread quickly, and soon 3 more men came forward with lawsuits of their own. It turned out Abigail had spent years preying on married men, leaving a trail of destruction behind her. The whole thing exploded into a scandal, making headlines as one of the biggest cases of infidelity and fraud in years. When I first saw the news, I was floored. I had known she was reckless, but I never imagined just how deep her deception ran. The financial ruin that followed was relentless. The settlements stacked up so high that she had no hope of ever escaping the pit she dug for herself. Every single lawsuit chipped away at whatever life she had left, and honestly, I can't say I feel bad. I still don't understand what kind of thrills she got from tearing families apart. Maybe she thought it made her powerful, stealing husbands just to prove she could. She once bragged to me about taking my husband, laughing like it was all a game. But looking at where she ended up, it's clear that the only person she destroyed was herself. As for those 2 brothers, they paid the price too. They lost their jobs, their families, and their dignity. Their parents must be furious, knowing both their sons got played by a woman like her. I doubt they'll ever recover from this mess. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Mia. Hi, Sarah. Long time no talk. What's up? How have you been? Huge news. Getting divorced. It's been a process. Whoa, seriously? What happened? Are you okay? You seemed happy the last time we spoke. Oh, you know, the usual. We just weren't working anymore. Growing apart, different priorities, the whole shebang. But honestly, that's not the main thing I need to talk to you about right now. Okay. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, Sarah. That sounds rough. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all? Actually, yes, there is. A pretty big thing, actually. Hannah and I are going to need a place to crash for a bit, just until we figure things out. A place to crash? What exactly do you mean by that? Like, for a few nights? We're moving in with you. Moving in with me? Sarah, hold on a minute. What are you talking about? You can't be serious. I am completely serious. We need a place. You have a place. It seemed like the most logical solution, all things considered. Problem solved. Problem solved? No, Sarah, that's not how this works. My apartment isn't a hotel. You can't just move in. This is my home, Liam's home. Why not? You've got that extra room, right? The one you were going to turn into what was it, a yoga studio? Some kind of Zen space? It's a guest room, which will eventually be a nursery. We've talked about this. And even if it wasn't, my apartment is not some temporary housing for you and Hannah while you sort things out. This is a big ask, Sarah. Oh, come on, Mia, don't be like that. We're family, sisters.
You're not going to leave your own sister and niece out in the cold, are you? Especially now when we're going through a tough time.
Well, of course not, but there are other options. We can look at short-term rentals, or what about Mom and Dad's place? They have plenty of room, and it would give you both some space to breathe.
Ugh, Mom and Dad's in the middle of nowhere? Hannah needs to be in the city for university. Orientation is next week. All her friends are here. Her part-time job is here. Her life is here. You know how important this is to her.
She could commute. It's not ideal, but lots of people do it. It's a common thing.
And you know how much she hates the train. She gets terrible motion sickness. Besides, this would be just temporary until I get back on my feet and find something more permanent. A few weeks, maybe a month at most.
Temporary could mean anything with you, Sarah. And what about Liam? Have you even considered how he might feel about this? This isn't just my decision to make. We share this space.
Liam's great. He's always been so supportive of me. I'm sure he wouldn't mind at all. He's such a good guy. It's not like you guys use all that space anyway. You're always out.
We live in a 2-bedroom apartment, Sarah. It's not exactly a sprawling estate. And we value our privacy, our routine. Having 2 extra people here will completely change that.
Look, Hannah's starting university. It's a big transition for her, a vulnerable time. She needs stability right now, a familiar environment. And frankly, so do I. This would be the easiest, most seamless solution for everyone involved. Less upheaval.
Easy for you, maybe. I'm the one who would have to completely disrupt my life, my schedule, my home. It feels like you're not even considering my feelings in this.
Don't be dramatic. It's not that big of a deal. We'll stay out of the way, I promise. Hannah's pretty self-sufficient, keeps to herself mostly, and I'm sure I can help out around the place. I'm not completely useless, you know.
Help out? When have you ever voluntarily helped out with anything? You expect everyone else to clean up after you.
Hey, that's not entirely fair. I can be helpful when I want to be, and I want to be now. I'll do dishes, I'll take out the trash, whatever you need.
This isn't about whether you can be helpful, Sarah. This is about you making a unilateral decision that affects my home, my relationship, my peace of mind. It feels incredibly disrespectful.
So what are you saying? You're just going to turn your back on us when we need you the most after everything we've been through as sisters?
After everything, what? Sarah, I'm the one who's always been there for you, picking up the pieces. Remember that time with... Never mind, that's not the point.
Exactly. So now it's your turn to be there for me. We're family. This is what family does. We support each other.
Family communicates openly and honestly. Family discusses big decisions. Family doesn't just announce they're moving in with zero regard for the other person's feelings or living situation. There has to be a conversation.
Look, I really don't have time for a lengthy debate right now. I've got a million things to do. Packing, paperwork, you name it. Just consider it done, okay? We'll probably be there later this afternoon, around 5 or 6.
Sarah, no, don't just assume you can walk all over me and Liam like this. We need to talk about this properly.
Gotta run, my lawyer's calling. See you soon. Don't forget to make up the spare bed.
Sarah! Oh, this is absolutely unbelievable. Liam is going to have a fit. This is just great. Hey, Aunt May. Just finished my shift. Heading back now. Need anything from the store? Hey, sweetie. Thanks for asking. I'm so glad you're done with work. Actually, yes, work's been crazy busy, and I haven't had time to cook. Could you maybe grab some takeout on your way? Anything you're in the mood for? Oh, work's been hectic, huh? Mom mentioned you were swamped with deadlines. Tell me about it. And your mom has been, well, she's been occupied with her move, which has meant a lot of extra stuff for me to handle around here, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks. My mom doesn't really get the whole work from home thing, does she? She doesn't quite understand how busy you and Uncle Liam can be working from your computers. You get it, though, and that means a lot to me, Hannah. It really does. Sorry for all the extra people and the general chaos at the moment. It's okay, Aunt Mia. Honestly, I know it's not ideal. And I made sure to chip in for my share of the bills this week, just so you know. Oh, you really don't have to do that, sweetie, especially with starting university. But thank you, Hannah. It's really appreciated more than you know. It's the least I can do. You and Uncle Liam have been so welcoming. Once I save up a bit more from my part-time job, I'll definitely look at getting my own place. Just need a little more time to get settled with everything. No rush at all, Hannah. Seriously, take your time and focus on your studies. University is the most important thing right now. Thanks, Aunt Mia. That makes me feel a lot better about everything. I wish I could contribute for Mom too, but things are a bit complicated there. Don't even worry about your mom right now, Hannah. Just focus on yourself. You're starting a new chapter, and that's what's important. Okay, well, that makes sense. Thanks for understanding, Aunt Mia. You and Uncle Liam are really great. You're pretty great yourself, Hannah. We're happy to have you here. Now, what kind of takeout are you thinking? My treat tonight. Really? Oh, that's so nice of you, Aunt Mia. How about some pizza? Pizza sounds perfect. Just let me know what kind you want. Awesome. I'll text you the order in a few minutes when I'm closer. Sounds good, sweetie. See you soon. Drive safe. Hey, honey, just texting. Hannah's grabbing takeout. She's actually being really sweet and helpful.
Hey, that's good to hear. How are you holding up with everything?
It's a lot. Sarah's still very much in Sarah mode, if you know what I mean.
Yup, loud and oblivious.
Exactly. She hasn't offered to lift a finger and seems to think we're running a free hotel.
Not surprised. Did you mention anything about, a timeline?
I tried, but she just brushed off. Said it would be temporary. That could mean anything.
This is exactly what I was worried about.
Me too. Hannah's a bright spot, though. She seems genuinely appreciative.
That's good. At least one of them has some sense of consideration.
Right? It's a stark contrast. Makes me feel even more frustrated with Sarah.
I can only imagine. Just try to hang in there. We'll figure this out.
I hope so. I really do. I miss our quiet evenings.
Me too. Maybe we can have a strategy meeting after dinner?
Definitely. Pizza and plotting. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds perfect. See you soon. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks for being so understanding. Hey, Mia, got a sec, or are you too busy playing on your computer again? I'm working, Sarah, as I do every day. What do you need? Just wondering. It's been a month now, right? A whole month that Hannah and I have been here. Yes, Sarah, it's been a month. And I haven't really seen you or Liam, go to work like normal people. We work from home. It's a pretty common thing these days. Yeah, I've heard of it, but honestly, it just looks like you two are always just hanging out on your laptops, watching videos or something. We are working. Liam is a software developer and I'm a writer. Our computers are our offices. We have deadlines and clients and projects. Right, working. It just seems so cushy, like you're not really contributing. Contributing? Sarah, we pay the rent, the bills for our food. We are fully functioning adults with careers. Well, yeah, before we got here. Things must be tighter now with 2 extra people eating your food and using your utilities. They are tighter, yes, significantly tighter. So I was just thinking, when are you two planning on, actually going out and getting real jobs? We have real jobs, Sarah. They just happen to be done remotely. It's a legitimate way to earn a living in the 21st century. I'm surprised you don't know that. Oh, I know it exists. I just don't know how much actual money people can make just typing on a computer all day. It sounds like a scam, honestly, or a hobby. It's neither a scam nor a hobby. It's how we support ourselves. And it was how we were supporting ourselves perfectly well before we had unexpected long-term guests. Okay, no need to get defensive. I'm just saying, maybe it's time for a change. For you both to get something more stable with a regular paycheck. Our income is stable. We've been doing this for years. It provides us with a comfortable life until recently. Look, I'm just trying to be practical. You've got me and Hannah here now. Things are different. You need more income. And you think the solution to that is for us to quit our established careers and go find completely new jobs? That makes absolutely no sense, Sarah. Well, what's the solution then? Because I'm not exactly rolling in cash right now, Divorce settlements take time. I understand that, Sarah, but we didn't ask for this situation. And frankly, the solution involves you contributing in some way while you're staying here. Contributing how? I've offered to help out, remember? Helping out occasionally is not the same as contributing to the household expenses that have doubled since you arrived, or doing your fair share of the chores. Look, I'm not used to being told what you do in my own space. And technically, this is kind of my space now too, isn't it? No, Sarah, this is our space. You are a guest, a long-term, uninvited guest. Ouch! Harsh much? Truthful much. Liam and I work hard for what we have. We budget, we plan. And suddenly, our entire financial situation has been thrown off because of your unexpected arrival. So what are you saying? You want me to start paying rent? I don't even have any money right now. Then maybe you could contribute in other ways. Help with the cleaning, do the laundry, cook a meal once in a while, anything to alleviate the extra burden on us. I am not really a domestic goddess type, Mia. You know that. Everyone can load a dishwasher or take out the trash, Sarah. It's not about being a goddess. It's about being a responsible adult living in someone else's home. Fine. I'll try to do more, but don't expect miracles. I expect basic consideration, Sarah. That's all. And while we're on the subject of expectations, when are you two going to stop just sitting around the house? It sets a bad example for Hannah. She needs to see adults being productive. We are being productive, Sarah. Just because you don't understand our jobs doesn't mean they aren't real. And honestly, your current situation isn't exactly a shining example of productivity either. Hey, I'm going through a tough time. I deserve a break. We all deserve a break, Sarah, but we still have responsibilities. And right now, your responsibility is to figure out your next steps and not be a burden on us. A burden? Really? That's how you see me? Sarah, with all due respect, yes. Your presence here has doubled our expenses and added significantly to our workload without any contribution from your end. What else would you call it? This is unbelievable. My own sister. My own sister who moved herself and her daughter into my 2-bedroom apartment without asking and now criticizes my legitimate career. Yes, Sarah, this is where we are. Well, maybe if you had a real job, you'd understand the pressure of life. I do understand the pressure of life, Sarah. That's why Liam and I work hard at our not real jobs to pay our bills and maintain our home. A home that you have now disrupted. Whatever. I'm going to go watch TV. At least that's something I understand. Liam, I can't do this anymore. She's still not helping, still making snide comments. I'm at my breaking point.
I know, honey. I see it. It's wearing you down. We need to make a change.
What can we do? She's completely unreasonable.
What if we made a change? A big one.
What do you mean?
This apartment, it's in my name, right? We're the leaseholders.
Yes. Where are you going with this?
What if we moved out? Left Sarah here to deal with the reality of her situation.
Moved out? But where would we go?
We can find a smaller place, just the two of us for now. The important thing is to create some distance.
But Sarah, she's going to freak out, especially about the rent. She has no money.
That's the point, Mia. She needs to face the consequences. Maybe the shock of being solely responsible for the rent will finally make her realize she needs to get her act together.
You really think so? She's always relied on someone else.
We can't keep enabling her, honey. We've tried talking, we've tried being patient. Nothing has worked. Sometimes a harsh reality check is the only way.
What about Hannah? We can't just leave her with Sarah in this mess.
We won't. We'll make sure Hannah has a safe place to go. Maybe she'd want to come with us, at least temporarily.
You think she would? She seems pretty unhappy living with her mom right now.
It's worth asking, but even if she doesn't immediately, knowing we're not here might be a catalyst for Sarah to change, or for Hannah to seek other options.
This feels so drastic, Liam. Leaving our own home?
Our home hasn't felt like our home for a while now, Mia. It's been Sarah's free boarding house. We deserve peace and quiet again, and frankly, so does Hannah.
You're right. It's just the rent. She'll be completely stuck.
Maybe being stuck is what she needs right now, to finally take responsibility. Let's talk to Hannah, and let's start looking for new places tonight.
Hey, where are you guys? The house is totally empty. Huh? Oh, there's a note on the table. Sarah, we've moved out. You can have the place to yourself from now on. You'll also have to pay the rent, you'll find the bill beneath this note.
What? You can't just leave. You need to pay the rent. I don't even have any money. How am I supposed to do it? Mia, what the hell is this? Where are you? Hannah, where are you? Mia and Liam just took off and left me here.
I know, Mom. Aunt Mia texted me.
You knew and you didn't say anything? Where did they even go?
They found a new place.
A new place? What about me? Where am I supposed to live?
Mom, we talked about this. I'm tired of how things are.
How things are? What is that supposed to mean?
You relying on other people all the time. Aunt Mia and Uncle Liam before. It's not fair to them.
They're family. They should help us.
But it's not their responsibility to support us, Mom. You need to figure things out.
Figure things out? How? I don't have any money.
That's why I'm going to look for my own place. I'm going to work more hours.
Your own place? Hannah, you're only just starting university.
And I'm also an adult. I can take care of myself. I need to, Mom.
So you're just going to abandon me too?
I'm not abandoning you, Mom, but I need to live on my own. A life where I'm not constantly worried about who's paying the bills.
But we're family.
Family helps each other, Mom, not just takes. Aunt Mia and Uncle Liam taught me that. It's been a few months since we moved out. The silence in our smaller place was a welcome change. We were just starting to feel settled when Sarah, unsurprisingly, moved out of the condo before the rent was due. Liam and I decided to move back in. It felt strange, but also like reclaiming our space. Hannah's thriving in her dorm, finally free of the chaos. As for Sarah, she's waitressing at a local diner and living in a tiny studio. It's not glamorous, but she's managing on her own for the first time. It's a relief to know everyone is finding their own path, even if it took a dramatic turn to get there.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jamie! Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Got a sec?
Oh, hey, Carly. Yeah, it's been a while.
Still as low energy as ever, I see.
That's just how I am, I guess.
See, that's why you're still single. You really need to be more outgoing, like me. Ever heard of social skills? Just saying.
Did you message me for a reason?
Huh?
I mean, we haven't spoken since high school, not even once, so I figured this sudden message meant you needed something?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. So, listen, I borrowed that empty lot next to your house.
Wait, what?
You know, the one next to your family's place, that open field. Yeah, I used that.
Hold on, you mean the vacant land next to my parents' house? That's my grandfather's property.
Yep, that's the one. Bingo.
Okay, but I can't give you permission for that. It's not mine. It's my grandfather's land.
Then just let your grandpa know for me, would you? Just tell him that an old high school friend of yours left about 20 cars there and we'll pick them up in 3 days.
20 cars?
Yeah. We're heading off on a class reunion trip.
Class reunion? A trip?
Oh, right, not high school. It's my middle school reunion. I'm the organizer this year. Pretty impressive, right?
But 20 cars?
Yep, 20. We're all meeting up at the airport and flying to the destination. So I need a place for everyone to park their cars while we're gone. And then it hit me. Your family's empty lot is perfect. Close to the airport, totally unused, super convenient. You're seriously telling me you left 20 cars on my grandfather's land without asking anyone, and you expect me to just go along with it? Exactly. You don't even live there anymore, so what's the problem? It's just empty space. Anyway, I'm counting on you to let your grandpa know. I'd really appreciate it if he could, not tow them or anything. We'll be back in 3 days, tops.
No, I can't help you with this.
Why not? Just tell him. That's literally all I'm asking. One little favor.
Because you should have asked for permission before using the land, not after. And I don't live nearby anymore. I moved. If you want permission, you need to contact him yourself.
No can do.
Why?
Because I'm already on the plane.
Wait, what?
Yep, I'm texting you from the departure gate. We just boarded. Anyway, thanks in advance. You're a lifesaver, Jamie.
Carly, what you're doing is not okay. You can't just dump cars on someone else's property without permission and expect it to magically work out.
Oh, come on, Jamie. Don't be such a buzzkill. It's not like anyone's using that land. It's literally just sitting there. What difference does it make?
It makes a huge difference. That land doesn't belong to you. And if anything happens, like damage, theft, whatever, you're making my grandfather liable for it.
Don't overthink it. Nothing's gonna happen. We'll be back soon. The cars are fine. Relax.
No, you don't get to tell me to relax. You made a decision that affects someone else's private property without asking permission, and now you're acting like it's my responsibility to clean up after you.
Okay, now you're just being dramatic. I was just trying to help everyone out. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal. You didn't even have the decency to ask beforehand. You waited until you were on the plane to casually drop this on me like it's no biggie.
Oh my God, Jamie, chill. It's 3 days. Why are you being so uptight? I thought you'd grown up, but you're still the same little rule stickler from high school.
And you're still the same entitled attention seeker who thinks being loud means being right.
Wow, okay, rude much?
No, what's rude is trespassing on someone else's land, dumping 20 cars on it, and then telling me it's my job to make it okay.
I said I'd move them in 3 days. What more do you want?
How about, I don't know, basic respect, a common courtesy? A phone call before doing something that affects my family?
Well, it's a little late for that now, isn't it? Anyway, I'll message you when we're back.
Carly, don't do this. If you don't sort this out, we're going to have a real problem. This isn't a joke.
Well, I'm not worried. You're too nice to cause trouble. Okay, gotta go. Flight's about to take off. Wish me bon voyage.
Carly, wait.
Bye.
Mom, do you have a second? It's urgent.
Oh, Jamie, what's the matter?
It's the empty lot next to our house.
Huh? What about it?
There are like 20 cars parked there without permission.
What? Cars? I'm out shopping right now, so I can't check on it at the moment.
What about Grandpa? Is he home?
At this time of day? He's probably at one of his meetings.
Oh, this is bad.
Wait a minute. Now that you mention it, I think that lot was supposed to be used this weekend.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, your grandfather mentioned something about lending it out to someone over the holiday.
Lending it to who?
You know, his childhood friend. Oh, what is his name again?
Don't tell me. Lucifer?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh no, that makes it so much worse.
What's going on with this illegal parking mess? 20 cars? That's not even a little misunderstanding. That's a full-on event.
Apparently, one of my high school classmates is organizing a reunion trip for their middle school friends. They're all flying out for it, and since the airport's relatively close, they decided to use the empty lot like it's a parking garage.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Who just decides an empty lot is public parking?
I figured if the lot wasn't in use, I could ask Grandpa and work something out. But of course, of all days, it had to overlap with the one day it's actually reserved. And for Lucifer, no less.
That's really unfortunate timing.
Yeah, and you know how strict Lucifer is, right? If he shows up and finds 20 random cars blocking his setup, he's going to blow a gasket. He'll definitely assume we've completely disregarded his request. This could end really badly if we don't fix it fast.
All right, leave it to me. I'll get in touch with Grandpa right away and explain the situation before it spirals.
Thank you. I'll try to track down the classmate who arranged all this and see if they can contact the drivers.
Good. Make sure they move those cars immediately. If Lucifer arrives and sees that mess, it's not just going to be a bad look. It might turn into a full-on fight.
Tell me about it. Last time he was upset, he didn't speak to Grandpa for 3 years, and that was just over a forgotten birthday card.
Exactly. So let's not add this to the list. You make your calls, and I'll handle Grandpa.
Got it. Thanks, Mom. Carly, you seriously need to move those cars, all of them, right now.
Huh? Are you kidding? It's way too late for that. I'm literally on the plane already.
I just checked with my family. That empty lot, it's been officially loaned out to one of my grandfather's friends for the whole holiday weekend.
Wait, what?
So please, I am begging you, come back right now and have everyone move their cars.
No way. That's not how this works, Jamie. First come, first served. I claimed that lot first, so get used to it. That's how these things go.
You can't be serious. This is a real problem.
Oh, please, what's it for anyway? Let me guess, some cute little neighborhood gathering for old folks to play gate ball or whatever. They can take a break for a few days, let the seniors sip tea on the porch and chill in peace.
That's such a cruel way to talk about them.
And just so you know, if you try to tow any of those cars, you're gonna regret it. A lot of the people on this trip, total wild cards from back in middle school. If you pull something stupid, well, you know what could happen, don't you?
You think you can intimidate me into ignoring this? It doesn't work like that, Carly. I'm asking you seriously, please come back and move the cars before this gets worse.
Seriously? You're still going on about this? I'm in the middle of swapping stories with old friends, having a total nostalgia moment. And here you are, ruining the vibe. Give it a rest already.
Carly, you don't understand. This isn't just some casual situation. The person my grandfather loaned the lot to, it's bad, like really bad.
Oh, please. Don't tell me this is one of those, my grandpa's friend used to be a dangerous badass back in the day stories. That's hilarious.
No, this isn't some cute story. He's seriously intimidating. People still avoid him even now. This isn't the kind of guy you want to mess with, Carly. Please, I'm asking one last time. Just move the cars.
Bye-bye.
Carly, you can't just walk away from this. I am really in a bind here. Carly, I'm begging you. Say something. You can't just ignore me now. Carly, don't do this. This is serious.
God, you're so persistent. You know what? I am blocking you until this trip is over.
Wait, Carly. Carly, don't you dare.
I'm blocking you for now.
Unbelievable.
Jamie, what the hell is this? I can't move my car.
Hi, Carly.
Don't hi, Carly, me. What's going on with the entrance to the lot? How are we supposed to get our cars out?
What do you mean?
There's a whole row of traffic cones lined up like a barricade. So I tried to drive through and push them aside, but when I hit them, my car got wrecked.
Oh, yeah. About that.
Yeah? Why the hell were the cones that strong? Who fills traffic cones with concrete? Who even does that?
Well, I'm not at the scene, obviously, but I talked to my grandfather. He said his friend, the one using the lot this weekend, set those up.
What?
Yeah, concrete-filled traffic cones. Heavy enough that they can't be knocked over by the wind. Or a car, apparently.
And your grandpa was okay with that?
Of course, he was fully aware. He gave permission.
Unbelievable. What am I supposed to do about my car? Are you paying for the damage? You better cover the repair costs.
Yeah? See, here's the thing. Do you really think you're in any position to demand that?
Excuse me?
You illegally parked 20 cars in someone else's private lot, no permission, no notice, just dumped them there. Then you tried to force your way out and damaged your own vehicle. That's on you.
Are you serious right now? Do you know who you're talking to? The people on this reunion trip aren't exactly what you'd call law-abiding citizens, okay? We were a wild bunch back in middle school. You mess with us, things could get real ugly real fast.
Speaking of which, you're also looking at a $50,000 damage claim.
What?
Yeah, the friend my grandfather loaned the lot to, he owns a company. They were planning to hold a big holiday event there. But thanks to your little parking stunt, they had to scrap the entire setup.
What? But if they found another venue, what's the problem? No harm done, right? Sounds like an overreaction to me.
Oh, sure. Let me break it down for you. The new location wasn't free. They had to rent the land at the last minute, way more expensive. The event start time was delayed, which meant vendors lost business. Then there were last-minute announcements, flyers, social media ads, all rushed, all costly. And since the new site was further out, they had to rent buses and hire drivers to shuttle attendees. Add that to the logistical chaos and manpower costs, it all added up to $50,000. And guess what? You're the reason.
You've got to be kidding me. You're not actually planning to bill me for that.
Oh, you'll be getting a formal invoice soon.
You think you can scare me with some paperwork? You think this is over just because you've got some big shot friend in event planning? Let me ask you something.
Do you know where my dad works?
Nope. Should I?
He's with the Lucifer Group. Ever heard of them? They're a major player in this area, run the whole regional construction and land business. And the boss there, my dad's big brother figure. That guy's like royalty around here. So if someone tries to mess with his employee's daughter, ugh, they're basically asking for a world of pain. You sure you want to go down that road?
Oh, I see.
You get it now?
That's kind of awkward.
Awkward? What do you mean?
The man my grandfather loaned the lot to? That's Mr. Lucifer. You know, the head of the Lucifer Group.
What?
Yeah. So your dad is his subordinate? Small world.
Wait, no. No. You're lying.
I'm not. Mr. Lucifer's been close friends with my grandfather since they were kids. When I was growing up, he used to bring me snacks and little toys. He's actually super sweet when he's not in business mode.
No.
Sorry, I got carried away with the nostalgia. Anyway, back to your situation.
Jamie, this is bad. This is seriously bad.
Yeah, you should probably call your parents, like, now.
Wait, you're just leaving me like this?
What else do you expect?
I don't know. Help me out. Explain it to Mr. Lucifer or something. Tell him I didn't mean any harm, that it was a misunderstanding.
Why would I stick my neck out for you? You're the one who trespassed, blocked the lot, destroyed property, and tried to threaten me. You made this mess.
But...
$50,000, Carly. Good luck explaining that to Mr. Lucifer. Bye. Apparently, Carly had told everyone going on the trip that parking on the empty lot nearby was pre-approved and that she had already received permission. With her usual confidence and smugness, she reassured the group that there was no problem whatsoever. Everyone trusted her word, not thinking twice about it, but then disaster struck. A few weeks later, a notice arrived. A hefty $50,000 fine had been issued for illegal parking across the entire group. Apparently, the owner of the land had never given permission in the first place. Carly's little lie had just exploded into a massive problem. Instead of taking responsibility, she had the nerve to suggest that they all split the bill evenly. With a straight face, she proposed, "Well, since we all parked there together, it's only fair we split the cost." But that was the final straw. Her deception came to light instantly. No one had agreed to the parking on their own. It was all based on her claim that it was approved. The backlash was swift and merciless. Everyone turned on her. There were angry calls, messages filled with disbelief and betrayal, and some of the group even posted about it online. One by one, people started cutting ties with her. Friends she'd known for years blocked her, others publicly denounced her, and the few who hesitated were soon swayed by just how calculated her lie had been. By the end of the week, she was completely isolated. In the end, she had no choice but to take on the full $50,000 debt herself. There was no one willing to help. As for her father, he's an employee at Lucifer Group, a fairly well-known company. He wasn't fired, surprisingly, but rather than getting angry at Carly's humiliation bringing shame to the family name, he took it as a wake-up call. Out of gratitude to his company for not letting him go during such an embarrassing ordeal, he decided it was time to take serious action. He reached out to his boss, someone with real connections, and through that arranged for Carly to be placed in what's basically a rehabilitation boot camp. It's a live-in job, extremely demanding both physically and mentally, meant to reform spoiled and entitled young adults through hard labor and discipline. Since then, I've occasionally received messages from Carly. Pathetic little things like, "Please help me, I can't take it anymore," and "Why is this happening to me?" But honestly, I feel nothing at this point. She created this mess. She lied, manipulated, and then tried to throw everyone else under the bus to save herself. I'm not about to play the savior now that the consequences are finally catching up to her. I haven't replied to any of her messages, and honestly, I think it's time I block her entirely.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.